Oh yeah, we're recording. Hello, my friends. Cheeks here, and I have an awesome guest here who's got lots of energy. Here's Chad Morgan of Quickpage. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I can hardly
So,
stand it.
and you look at the branding is amazing. You're always wearing Quickpage hats and shirts. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's becoming such a universal symbol when you see Q.
yeah. Well, people say like, "Oh, is that Q?" I mean, we're not big enough yet for them to really know the Q, but they do say, "Is that QAnon or whatever?" Because I don't know what that is, but I think it's like a conspiracy group, right? So sometimes I get people that ask that. But
Yeah.
originally with the Q, when we first were designing it, we were going through all of our logos, and we picked this one. But when we submitted to the App Store, we got denied, and I couldn't figure out why. They don't tell you, they don't give you any information as to why. So we were racking our brains, and I started like maybe it could be our branding or our logo. I didn't know. I started turning this all different ways. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if it's because it looks like Pinterest. If you turn it just
Oh,
right.
oh
Kind of.
yeah,
I thought,
yeah.
oh great, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board with our logo, but it wasn't. It was something else. But it is very close to that. If you tilt it just right, it almost looks like the Pinterest logo.
Yeah. So you're in Seattle, right, Chad?
I'm north of Seattle now, but yeah, I was
So
I was in downtown for 10 years. Yeah.
tell us a little bit about yourself. You're from the area of Seattle. Is this your home city
No,
or
no, I'm from the other side of the state. There's a mountain range that divides Washington right in half, and
yeah?
it's yin yang. It's yin yang. You got desert on the side I grew up in, on the east side of the state, desert, conservative, farmers, religious, that side, and then exactly the opposite as soon as you get over the mountains into the rainforest. You've got the exact opposite. So when I was a little kid, though, about 8 years old, we took a trip over to Seattle. And at that point, I knew that I wanted to live there someday. So when I was 30 years old, I ended up moving to Seattle.
Well, it's a
And I
beautiful
eventually
city.
lived where, what's that?
A beautiful city. I've been there. I was living in Vancouver, and we drove there two times. Pike Place, everything. Loved it.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I loved it up until this last couple of years. I love Seattle. And when I first moved downtown, I never spent so much money just eating out because all the restaurants are great here. So I knew every single sushi place, man. I knew everything about them, everything. So I do miss that about downtown, just being able to hop in, find a little secret little dump, and it's just delicious food.
So when did you come up with this idea of Quickpage? Are you like naturally like a techie guy, or what was the whole
No, not
idea?
not really. I owned a marketing agency before Quickpage, and before that, I owned a direct mail business. I'll give you the short version. I owned a direct mail business for about 4 years up until 2008. And if you remember what happened in 2008, everybody thought the world was over, and I couldn't collect my money from these people anymore. That was a direct mail advertising business. So I had to shuffle and figure out what to do next, and I actually went bankrupt and was just struggling to figure out what I wanted to do. And I heard this guy's podcast, a guy named Matt Law, and he was talking about AdSense on Google. I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing, like passive income. So I actually reached out to him and said, I need to do something new. I'll pay you to mentor me on doing what you're doing. So he took me underneath his wing. And I actually learned how to do SEO. I learned how to do website design. For the most part, I would kind of outsource it while I was learning. But I created an online marketing agency called Seattle SEO Consultant. It's still there to this day, and it still ranks to this day. But I was working with sort of outsourcing the work because I was still learning myself, and I accidentally got my keywords to rank at the top of the search engines. And it was like the next day I noticed it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my keyword, Seattle SEO Consultant, I'm at the top. The next day my phone started to ring. I started getting emails in, and people had requests for proposals. So I went to work. I'm like, I am in business. We're going to make some money. This is so amazing. And we're writing proposals left and right. Nothing, crickets, nothing. So I got pretty frustrated thinking I was going to have to look for a new line of work. when, I just didn't have any credibility. I didn't have any past really work experience, no testimonials or anything. And I'm up in a stack of proposals with other people that absolutely could, crush me with the SEO game. So one day it dawned on me that maybe I need to do something a bit different, sort of stand out, like the pattern interrupt. What's everybody else doing? They're sending these long technical proposals that are, 5 pages, 10 pages deep of complicated stuff that most people don't even know how, they don't know what those words mean. They don't know what meta description is, at least back in the day they didn't. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to break this down into a short video over my proposal. This is back in 2011.
Yeah.
And I put that video, I recorded it doing the screen share. No one was really doing that back then. I recorded that video, walking through in layman's terms, each section. It was a 1-pager. I scored my first deal. And then I'm like, okay, I might be onto something. I scored another deal. Pretty soon, I actually got business with a couple brand name companies, Wild Tangent for a minute. I was working with Wild Tangent, which is like, at the time all their games were loaded on every single PC. I actually went into the office and I was still learning SEO, and I sat with their entire team. They brought their entire team in for a presentation by me. And I just sent a video, and there I was with the CEO of the company and like 10 developers and, 10 salespeople. It was crazy. I got a deal with Trupanion Pet Insurance. I was their SEO guy because I made that video and no one else was doing that. They were all sending technical stuff that didn't make any sense. So I knew in the back of my mind how powerful video was for building trust and rapport. So if you fast forward, I ended up hating that company with a passion. I tried to get out of it every chance I got, but it just kept making me money. I had mesothelioma clients paying me money. I had hot tub companies. I had senior living. I had everything you could think of, like just every niche. And so I just really hated it because I didn't have control over the variables, AKA Google changing everything on you at any given time. So what I did was I started to hate it so much, but it just kept making money. But I was trying to find a way out. I was trying to find a different gig for myself. So I was taking some of that money and I was just experimenting with different ideas. And I'm like, well, if one thing that I could possibly do is I could optimize, because we were writing 100 pages of content for our clients per month. I don't know how much content you write, but that's a lot of content, especially to go through a writer, through us, through the client, and then back and forth. And it was just hell. So I was like, I think I'm just going to draw out an automation system for this content stuff. And it turns out I just loved it. Like I would work all day. I should have been doing other things, but I was working all day designing this product, not technical, just mapping it out in the flow. I'm like, God, I love this. I just love this idea of solving problems.
You have to have a passion for what you do. Anything that you're going to be successful in, you have to have that passion.
I couldn't agree with you more. I didn't know what my passion was. I knew how to make money. That was never a problem for myself. But with the SEO business, I never liked it. I was always trying to find the exit, even though it was making so much money. I mean, I made tons of money from that thing. It funded Quickpage. But so wrapping things full circle here, I was presented with an opportunity to start working with dealerships. And I'm like, okay, maybe if I don't like this, maybe if I just focused on one niche, because remember I had hot tub clients and I had senior living and I had every walks of life, I had attorneys, tons of attorneys for some reason, but I'm like, well, maybe if I niche down, I can get really good at one thing. And I had an opportunity to start working with automotive dealerships. And what we were trying to do is go around the big website providers, because those website, they have a monopoly. There's really, if you ever notice that most dealership websites, car dealership websites are really bad, right? They're just locked in. They've got them locked in, and the dealership's locked in. You have to be, approved by the franchise, and it's a freaking mess. So we're like, well, we can't make changes to the website with what we had planned, because the goal was, our little project was, how can we help these salespeople? We're going to build these auxiliary blog sites for them, so we don't have to talk to the website providers. We'll host them, and we're going to make it so the car salesperson can put a YouTube video on a page, like just a WordPress page, and then send it off to a customer. And our wheels just started churning, like, oh, wow, what if we could, the whole goal here is to help these dealerships build trust and rapport. What else can we do? Maybe we let them put more than one YouTube video on a same WordPress page. Maybe we make it easier for them to copy the link and then send it off. Is it possible? And I would work with Costy on this, we'd just get excited. So as soon as my day was over with Seattle SEO, I would just be anticipating starting to work with Costy on our project. So we started just try to solve the problem, the trust and rapport, breaking the attention barrier, all the things that go along with that, with this little WordPress page. And we're like, we cracked it until it just broke, well, can you add photos? What if you could add photos? What if the salesperson could add a photo right from their phone and then share that page out? What if they could actually take a video and add it to the page? What if we could make this playlist, have him put all these things on the page that'll really help the customer out, all from his phone? And then that ended up just breaking apart, where we just blew up the WordPress, we'd expanded it to its full limit, full capabilities. Then we were like, okay, maybe we need to see what else we can build this on. It went to Ruby on Rails. So we started working with Ruby on Rails. We were able to do a little bit more, and then it just continued to evolve. We got our first deal with a company, a dealership here in Bellevue. And I honestly had to write out a 20-point checklist as to what they could and couldn't do with our software. Because if you did it this way, the video would come in upside down, or you can't put a space here because it'll break the tool. It was crazy, but they used it, and they used it a lot, and they started getting deals. And so we're like, maybe we should really focus on this a bit more. People seem to really like it. Yeah. And I actually built the tool Quickpage to solve my own problems, knowing I had the passion with video. I knew it was powerful at building fast trust and rapport. So I had that seed inside of me that video is so strong that way. And then us trying to solve the problems with the dealerships breaking through the trust and rapport barrier, those and my love for software all kind of came together. And, like you said, when you have a passion and a love for something where time sort of stands still, you don't really think about time much, and you're just doing what you were meant to do. There's something magical about that. And I'd really wish that upon everybody.
There's nothing more powerful than video, because grabbing someone's attention, because people have no attention spans, it seems these days. They don't want to read. If you just say, hey, you know what? You got to try this ice cream. And I know where a place you're going to check. And I got lots of places. So follow me if you want to have good, yummy snacks. It doesn't take much time to get that attention. And then, people already like you and they want to see more. It almost seems like a trust thing so fast. And that's the hardest thing that you can get, is to build trust in the minimal amount of time, because you're competing with so many people. You don't have to be like this great, perfect salesman who's goes to coaching or whatever. No, you know what you're doing. You just want to be liked. That is so big if you can be liked. And Quickpage, a video, bang, bang, bang. People just watch it and you're done.
Well, look, it's not, this is so easy. I mean, honestly, a small child, you could help them understand the concept here. 93% of communication is voice inflection and body language. That's the majority of you're conveying your passions, your confidence, stuff you can't really do in an email or a text message or even a voicemail completely. But when someone sees you, that's where they feel like they really get to know you. That's why what you said is exactly right. We started to, at the very beginning, we were over featuring it like a lot of softwares do. We were thinking about putting editing features in it. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not going to put editing. I'm not going to put this complex editing features in here, because then someone's going to think that they have to add music or add some little background or something like that. Those things might be kind of nice, but it'll slow you down. What people really want to see is the raw you make a mistake. They want to see into your world. That's how you earn their trust. Oh, look at this guy's got a messy bedroom. He's somewhat like me. He's just being honest. So it's,
the guy's a slob, but I love the guy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, what it would tell you, because most people really try to impress you and they have the facade up. But when you try to be your authentic self and you share it on video, it resonates with people. They're like, oh, this guy's being real. You know, their spidey senses can connect with that. And so video is so powerful in that way. You can
Yeah,
get
people don't want polished. It's just,
they don't
it
want
seems
polish.
fake. You know, it's like, I don't want that. I want you to see you. How do you actually behave in real life?
It's true. Yeah, it is so true. Yeah. I mean, I don't be perfect, because there's a vacuum for authenticity right now, because everybody's like showing their best, putting their best foot forward on social so much that when someone is authentic and they make a mistake, or they're not perfect, or, you know, whatever, it stands out. It's the pattern interrupt, you know? So I think there's going to be like this drive back to people just being more themselves. I hope so. I think that's what video is going to do.
I realize just to doing what I do on YouTube, doing product reviews and stuff, you know, I keep it authentic. Look, I got these retro bands. People think I'm crazy. And like I got a shopping cart, like wrap chain I wear.
I know,
You know, it's a whole branding, but you know, you're not interested in appeasing everybody. When you do your video and you want people to see you, I just want people who will like me for who I am. And that's what I want. I'm not here to, you know, go after competition with all these other people. I want my little niche, right?
Well, I mean, it's true. There's only like one of you. So the more authentic you can be to yourself, the more unique you are to other people, right? If it's when like I'm trying to be this certain way or act a certain way because I've somehow seen other people do it in my mind. But man, if you can get rid of all that and just be yourself and be comfortable in your own skin, that makes you so unique. It's very rare for someone to be just very comfortable in their own skin. It's something I've always tried to teach my boys, you know, but it's I think that's where things are going. You know, video is not going away. You know, it's only going to be here. It's only going to get more integrated into our lives. And if you're selling something, you should get on video like immediately, because right now there's a small window of opportunity where you can really stand out from everybody else, because so few are doing it. They're letting their own maybe low self-images hold them back. You know, that little filter that says you need to look perfect, or you need to, you know, you sound dumb or you look dumb or whatever, that little guy that sits on your shoulders, you know, you need to get rid of that little guy as quickly as possible and get comfortable on video, because it will be expected in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, no matter what you're doing. You're selling a home, anywhere where you have to do a follow-up, whether it's HVAC, whether it's insurance, whether it's mortgage, real estate, car sales, you name it, it's going to be expected to get a video.
And you can build like a whole portfolio with your quick pages. Like it's crazy. You just keep adding videos, and then you can use those videos and add it to your other emails that you send with videos. So people can actually scroll other ones, and you can have showcase all kinds of your products in one email, which is interactive. It's truly amazing. I see some of these car salesmen, and I watch one of these videos and I would already want to buy from the guy. It's like, he did such a great job. You know what I mean? And it's so simple. You just need a smartphone. You don't need anything else. Keeping it simple, and it's so powerful. And you're adding new and new options. It's like every week I see like an email that's saying, hey, we just started with this crazy option. I'm like, what? I don't even know the other options yet. I'm like, it's so crazy.
I tell you, like, we don't want to be everything that it goes. We're pretty careful about what we add to it, because like most softwares, they're over featured, and we don't want to do that. But we have no less than 500 features all in our icebox that are ideas that have made the cut, that are in our icebox of things we want to do with the product. So we'll pull one out and look at it and like, okay, is it time yet? Nope, we got to put that one back. It's not time. But as we build our team and we get more developers, I could probably have 25 developers right now. I mean, that's not that many to some companies, but I could have 25 developers working around the clock nonstop for a few years just of what we have planned right now. So where's
Quickpage offered? I know it's all everywhere in the world, but where are you seeing your growth right now? Is there people in like Thailand using this, or USA? Because I'm in Canada and we're using it.
We have people all over the place. Definitely US and Canada for sure, but Australia is growing nicely, and UK, and there's quite a few different places. I mean, it really is growing all over the place, but definitely it's mostly growing in the United States and Canada, and that's been our focus for the little bit of advertising that we're doing right now. So
So for most people, in a nutshell, explain what Quickpage really is today.
yeah. So Quickpage is a video follow-up and closing tool. We say it's the quickest, most effective video follow-up and closing tool in sales. And we believe that with all of our heart. And we've put everything in there that you would ever need. It's all in one spot. Because a lot of times your messaging with a customer, a lead, is disjointed, right? You've got something over here, you got something over there, maybe you're texting, that kind of thing. Well, we just made a really powerful tool that allows you to send video along with put other things on the page. The sweet spot is that we call it evergreen content, stuff you pre-recorded. That could be like demos of your product or short little demos that highlight a few things. It could be testimonial videos. Those are all important to everybody as you're building trust, right, with the customer. It could be, an onboarding or getting started kind of thing, or introduction to the team or introduction to the company. Those kind of videos that you're going to use over and over again. So you can include those on a page really quickly by checking a little box, and it adds them to the page in like a playlist. And then you put your personalized one on the front. That's the sweet spot. So, I could say, hey, Cheeks, Chad here. I just got your information in. Want to take a second, introduce myself, put a face to the name so you know who you're working with. Hey, listen, I've included a few other videos here that I think will help you make a good decision. And I know you're shopping around now. Good for you. But rest assured, you've come to the right place, but don't take my word for it. Simply click a few of those testimonial videos from some of my past customers. By the way, I've included a short demo. You were asking about how difficult it is to get our particular product to work for you. A lot of people think it's confusing, but I want to show you that it's very, very simple when you work with us. Click the next video down below. By the way, if you have any questions, I'm here on the live chat right on this page. You'll see that down below. I look forward to hearing from you. We'll talk to you soon. And you can create pages like that in just a few minutes. So think about like your personal video along with calls to action with other videos, other PDFs, other documents, other downloads right inside of that page where they can scroll through. So you're making these little communication landing portals in just a few seconds right from your phone. And of course, the live chat brings it all together. And the live chat's powerful because who does a customer, a lead not want to talk to? Their sales guy. They want to hide behind a chat. So we've actually made a live chat on each page that makes it frictionless for the customer to start communicating. Now, the cool part for sales, what salespeople really love about our tool is they know immediately when that email is opened. They know when someone's on the page live, how many people are live on the page. You can actually see it in real time. So it starts calculating all those metrics up, how many videos have been watched, how many images, how many downloads, how many clicks, all that stuff. You have at a glance where you can get a good idea of how engaged your customer really is.
I love their new, I don't know if this is a new feature, but the hot feature. Hot off the press. Like I knew Chad saw me schedule and I go, I hope you're going to see the link for this video. And I'm waiting and they're like, oh, Chad's actually been on this page for like 30 seconds. That means he actually will interview with me.
Yeah.
I love it. It's exciting.
That's important to know, who's on the page and all that. I mean, we have so many plans. Like I'm giddy about where it's going and what to put. It really is so crazy that this tool it's like a hub with a million spokes. Like we'll talk like every single day, almost every single day, we add another idea to it. It's just so flexible in what the opportunity is with the tool. Eventually we'll have, I don't want to say too much about where it's going, but a lot of this is, imagine if you could have like gift cards, you could just go recharge a gift card and drop it on a page where your customer could open up that page. It's you. Hey, Chad, this is Cheeks. I just want to say thank you for your time, like doing the interview. Listen, just go ahead and click that next thumbnail down, hold that up to the barista at Starbucks and go have a coffee on me. Enjoy. that kind of stuff is going to be just killer, when you can add, just put in Amazon gift cards, things like that. But it's just, flexible enough as a tool that it allows us to do all sorts of things, and the future looks bright.
You got a fun group at work with you, and you're a fun guy too. So it makes this whole experience for anybody out there is looking for a video message service that'll blow your mind. You check out Quickpage because it's on the edge, it's simple, and you don't have to be that techie. As I said, just need a cell phone.
Yeah.
And then just record yourself and said, hey, you wouldn't believe what happened to me. Click this link.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? I love it. And people can reply to you, and it's simple. There's like, oh, what's his email and what's this and where's this? No, it's all there. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
That's the other cool thing about Quickpage. And I've been using it because I have CRMs that people using, like all these programs to put in your contacts and when to send out a birthday card or whatever it is that people are using and say in real estate. I just use this now because I can just put all my contacts in, there's a notes, and I use that for my database. And I create my lists, and it's whatever it is, and it's endless. Like it's easy, and I don't need anything else because life is complicated. You need Quickpage.
Well, it's one thing that there's a couple of things as we're building it, and we always built it for mobile. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, it's always evolving. Like it's constant. Like I look at, I feel like it's kind of a city. Like imagine a city, and then in like Seattle, and you go into like you have to go get to know all the buildings in there, and most of them are under construction. So you're like, okay, we got that one like 30% done right now with our small team. Let's leave it and go to the next one. It's kind of feels like that sometimes, but yeah, it's getting really exciting to where it's going with the tool altogether and what the possibilities are. But I don't know, what did you say at the very beginning? I kind of got myself on a loss there. What was the first part of that question?
Exciting. Simple.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
You gotta have it.
Well,
I was talking about the database thing.
I know where I was going with that. The simplicity was really important for us, building it on mobile first, and then whatever else, like it makes it easy to build. If you go mobile first, you know that you have the constraints of that small screen. So if you do it right there, it easily translates to the big screen, right? And then just keeping it really simple was our goal, knowing that like salespeople have better things to do and try to learn some complicated software. That was big for us. It has to be really, really easy. And we constantly work at that. Sometimes even just where the placement of one button goes, we'll have like hours of conversations, and we'll share screens and just kind of map it out. And then we'll put it live and we'll get a feel for it, and we'll change it again. So there's been no less than 1,000 iterations of everything you see right there to get it to where it's at. But yeah, simple. If you like simple, you're going to like this, because most people, don't like complicated softwares.
Well, the cool thing that I love too about it is when you do your Quickpage video and you go share, you click the share button, you choose who you want to share with. So you can share with, you click all the contacts you want, and then you go, you can just send a link. You can just copy a link. You can post that link anywhere, and it automatically quickly, you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm sending it to this social media or this. Just hit copy link and just paste it in your Facebook message. Post it in an email. Whatever you post it, they just click that link and there's your Quickpage. Easy, simple, fast, amazing.
Yeah, you should come on for sales for Quickpage.
I'm crazy. That's what it is. Crazy for fun stuff. I love it. But
well, you know what? It's one of my favorite. I feel like we've been working on this for 6 years. And I don't know a life without it. It kind of becomes part of your identity, almost like it's your little kid that you've raised up, and now they're starting to walk on their own, and you're so proud of them. And that's what Quickpage is doing right now. It's growing in so many different industries. I mean, we had a bunch of entertainers sign up, like jugglers, hypnotists, singers, performers. like, what the heck is going on? And turns out there's a guy named Barry who's a marketer for entertainers that just constantly sends people our way. And we've got a bunch of people, you know, because they would use it to get gigs. You know, they would do that first video, like maybe they were trying to get a gig for a conference you were doing. They'd say, hey, Steve, you know, Chad here, I just want to let you show you some of my past gigs. You'll see them down below, along with some testimonials of other customers, just clients just like you I've worked with. So they'll use it to get gigs that way by showing past, you know, little clips, video clips. But all of a sudden, a bunch of those kind of people are showing up. And then we had a bunch of HVAC people, and someone in HVAC pointed them our way. Right now, real estate is going nuts. We have more people coming in from real estate than anywhere else right now.
I use it for real estate too, so because my background is a realtor, and
Yeah.
that's my bread and butter. But you know, the number one thing that I do use it for, which if you want to cheer somebody up, the easiest thing you can do is what I do is remembering to send them a birthday wish. You know how easy it is to say, hey, hey Chad, happy birthday, my friend. How you doing? I just want to say hi and have a wonderful day and party hard and enjoy it. Go out and have some munchies.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. You send that off and they're like, I can't believe that. I'm so special. And they're your friend. What's the easiest way you can contact them? You try calling people. They don't pick up their phone. You try message people. It's not very personal. You know, what can you do? Face-to-face little greeting. They love it. It's so easy. It's so fast. And
and you know, about the birthday thing, it's really great because, you know, everyone's just, you know, have you met anybody who's not busy? Anybody, you know, ever say, hey, how you doing? Everyone's, oh man, just been busy. Everyone's busy. So when you take the time, and right now a video feels like you had to put some real effort into it, you know? So it's like that little bit of time out of your life that you gave them, especially for a birthday where you weren't even asking for anything, right? You're just sending them a birthday message. Those birthday messages are so powerful.
I know, it's so fun. And anyone loves it. You know, come on. You know, you don't have to do nothing, but you send them a birthday greeting. Oh, it's gold. It's just gold. And for people in sales and everything to appreciate your clients, it's free. You just send a birthday greeting. That's all you need to do. You know what I mean? That's all you need to do.
Yeah, it's true.
And then the wonder thing is, you know how most people are like, oh, you know, I don't have a video program. I'm just going to record something and I'm going to send it through text or whatever. Yeah, you try that sometimes and see how you have to go, oh, it was too long. And you try to delete it and redo it because you can't take it. Quickpage does it for you. It compresses the video and you can send it off like it's nothing. It's still shocking. How do you do that? It's like
I remember talking to a little bit earlier on. I went down and I met this manager at a dealership. And he was like so cocky. He's like, in fact, while I was talking to him, he kind of knew what I was there about because he invited me there. He wanted to see more about it, but I think he wasn't expecting for me to be the way I was. Cause he's like, a sales guy came out and he's like, hey man, did you send him that video? See, we do video, man. And so the guy went out there, no, yeah, I'm going to go do that. So he gets a video and he records it. I'm like, well, how are you guys sending video out right now? He said, oh, well, we're texting them. Like, I'm curious, why do we even need your tool? I'm like, no kidding. I said, well, I got both these phones right here. One's an Android, one's an iPhone. What do you have? And he goes, oh, I've got an iPhone. I said, why don't you try sending me a 1-minute video to my Android? And he's right next to me, right? So he makes the video, sends it over, and I show him what it looks like, and his jaw just dropped. I said, now that guy that just went out there and made a video that you're going to have him go text out a few of your leads and customers, what do you think they're going to get? They're going to get that, which you can hardly even make out. He's like, man, I had no idea. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people don't know, but the carriers the phones could handle it. It's just the carriers reduce, you know, they pull down the data, you know, they squeeze the life out of the videos, the quality wise, just to make it like this little tiny 1 megabyte little thing. So you're taking like you have an iPhone?
I have a Google Pixel.
Okay, so
Android.
1 minute on that thing could be you know, hundreds and you know,
it could be like 50 megabytes just for like a 20-second video. You never know.
No, it's a 1 minute is going to be into the, half a gig kind of thing, right? It's huge. So you have to like, you can't just go send that over email or text message.
Oh yeah, I'll just email the video and then you see it. It says, oh, this has to be a drive link or this
Yeah,
link or
and that's
park in the
painful.
garage for an hour. Like, get out of here.
So people can, so then I have people like, once I show them that, they're like, oh my gosh, good point. They're like, well, why wouldn't I just use YouTube? I'm like, really? You're going to send any of your customers to YouTube? They spend millions of dollars constantly trying to figure out ways to keep users or keep visitors on YouTube with related videos and competitor videos and
Yeah.
things like that. Like that's nuts to send somebody to YouTube for anything like that. And especially you have no idea how long, if they viewed your page, you get no confirmation, how long they've watched the video. And then once again, your messaging is disjointed. You're over here on this channel. Yeah, you're communicating with them over here. So we decided to incorporate YouTube inside of Quickpage. So you can put those videos in there. They keep them in that your little page there, right? Free of distractions, free of related and competitor videos. And you still get to track the time they spent on that page, even though they're on YouTube.
Yeah, it's awesome. I know when people viewed it and it's like, all right, he viewed it. And now I wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. And that's it's a very effective tool because you said the people at dealerships or whoever it is, it doesn't matter what business you're in or you're not even in a business. Wouldn't you like to send video greetings? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's video and time span. People don't have time anymore, Chad. People like, I'm bombarded. People send me videos and you have like tons of friends like, oh, you got to watch this video. It's a must. It's so awesome. Yeah. Okay, I got 35 videos I need to watch and I haven't even did anything tonight. It's like,
sometimes if anybody knows, I'm very, very visual learner. I've always struggled with reading, so I'm very visual. And so when YouTube came around, I fell in love with YouTube. I'll create a playlist for the year, just a playlist. Things I want to go back to. And even this year, I think I have a couple thousand on that playlist just because I'm saving them to that playlist just to go back to eventually watch them. And I have one for 2020 and, 2019 going back so I can see what I was interested in at that time, but yeah, it's crazy how overwhelming that is. Most of the time I just spend saving them to a playlist. I may watch one or two, but I'll save like 30 or 40 a day. Things I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting.
Well, I think we got to like wrap it up a bit, but it's so awesome. It's awesome to interview you and hear about this great product that's out there. And it's like, I've mentioned this to people now, and some people actually, yeah, I heard of Quickpage because they were, it's starting to become like exciting when people can hear about what this can do. Yeah. And as you said, you need an effective tool. You can't just do this yourself because you have no time. And if you want to be professional when you're in work, get something that's easy and it's going to do the job because you guys are figuring out all the ways to do it right. So you don't have to do it. I'm not a programmer, right. I'm not going to watch a YouTube video on how to send a message under X amount the shortcut way. No shortcuts. Yeah. Do it right and get a cool product. They've been working hard with Quickpage. And how long has it been now? 3 years?
What's
4
that?
years? How long has it been that you've been
I think about 6 years ago we initially
6 years.
started.
And you're like, you got like mountains of options. You're just ready to pull out of that shelf, the goodie jars and shit, you know what I mean? It's like, it's endless.
Yeah, it really is. It's exciting. Yep. Well, look, we definitely, feel free to check it out. We're actually up the affiliates to $10 affiliate. So you share it, make sure your affiliate set up. So that's $10 for life.
Well, as I said, everybody, I'm gonna put a link in the description for this video for you guys because Chad wants you to see this product because you have to have it. If you're working in sales, come on, people, get going. People want to see you. You want to capture their entertainment and energy to sell something because you got lots of competition out there. Believe me.
Look, this is, I can say this with such confidence because we have a Facebook group, Standout Sales. that's almost 4,000 strong. And we have reviews every day. We get reviews. Our reviews on if you just Google search Quickpage, they come up. I can say with all my confidence, the deepest parts of my soul, that Quickpage will help you sell more deals. There's no doubt about it. That's how powerful video Quickpage is. And reach out to me if you have any questions. And man, thanks for the time today. This was like super cool.
Take the Quickpage challenge because it's Cheeks approved.
Yeah. You know,
it's like, you got to have one of these mics, right? Well, let me tell you which one you should have. Okay, people, check out this video. Love you. You know, awesome. I'm crazy for products.
That's cool. That's got to be a lot of fun doing product reviews. I've got another little side channel I'm not going to tell anybody about because it's just where I go have fun, you know. But I have a few things there that kind of took off, but I can't wait to do more of that. Just having fun, being creative kind of videos. So that's cool that you get to express yourself and with your son. That's awesome.
Yeah, tonight we go live Fridays at 5. We go live Fridays at 8:00 Eastern, and it's a live show where I talk about some recent products I've done, but we have some people coming on and hang out, our little party guests that are in the video Zoom, and it's all live. It's all about snacks and products, and we eat, we talk about them, and we have a conversation, we joke, we have fun, and it's retro. And I've never seen anyone else do it. So if you want products and live and have fun, this is the party at Product Patrol. So anyways, live life. I'm gonna say thank you, Chad, and I'll talk to you in a second. But just there, goodbyes to everybody. But yeah, check the links for Quickpage. It's awesome. Live life loud. Cheers and cheeks out. Chad, you're rocking. Keep up the good work. I love the videos, man. You rock. It's like, thanks, man. You know, you have to have Quickpage, people.
No, what's the matter with you?
I know. Jeez. So 8:00 tonight, I'm live. But I'll put all the links for Chad and Quickpage, and enjoy it, people. So I'll catch you guys later. Appreciate the support. You too, Chad. Appreciate the support.
Hey, man. See ya.